This video is sponsored by sportscases.com. Check out our latest custom designs. Use promo code JVille at checkout for 10% off your order. Link in description.
What's up, everybody? JVille Sports here with my sports picks video, college basketball edition. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. It is Saturday morning, December the 8th. Moving right along with the year. Year's closing out. Hopefully you guys are done or getting done with your Christmas shopping and all that fun stuff that's coming up here very shortly, if you're into that. But again, I want to thank you guys for joining me today. It's been a little bit since I put out a video, but I definitely wanted to get back into it and put out a college basketball free play, because so far we are undefeated with college basketball with our free plays. So definitely wanted to get out another one out today, and I didn't mess with any of the super early games. So even though this video is coming out a little bit late, I only picked games that are around noon and later on, so it gives you plenty of time to look it over, see if you actually want to put this in or not. But it is going to be one of the plays that I'm putting in. And before I give out today's free play, let's go ahead and recap quickly what we've done so far in college basketball. So far on the channel, I've given out 4 straight bets in college basketball, and we are a perfect 4-0. Overall, our record for the season is 42-24. Absolutely crazy, 64%. We're having an amazing college basketball season. So far with our moneyline parlays that are college basketball only, we're 7-2, so that's 78%. So just absolutely doing great things right now in college basketball, and we're only looking to continue. We're still it's still early in college basketball season. Not many conference games have taken place yet, so there's still a lot of data gathering going on, looking to see which teams are for real and which teams are not. So even though we've had a great season so far, we're still looking to compile this data and just continue to do better and better, and hopefully, like I said, get up to in the 70% range, which would just be absolutely amazing. And as you can see, I've given out 4 bets here on the channel, but my overall record is 42-24. So I've actually given out a ton of college basketball picks that you have not seen. And if you haven't seen and you're wondering where you can find these, this is my Patreon page. This is what it looks like. This is how to get there. I post my picks on Patreon every single day in all sports. College basketball, of course, every single day. The NBA every single day. College football whenever there are games, and of course the NFL every Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. So if you don't see any videos on here in a few days and wondering where I'm at, I'm always on Patreon posting picks every single day, and we had a killer November. We're looking to have a killer December, and just doing great things over there. So if you're interested in more than just the free plays that I give out here on the channel, definitely check out my Patreon page. You can see my overall record is 64% if you want to check that. All of my picks that I post on Patreon get saved on there, so you can just scroll through and see any particular day which picks I've given out. So that's one of the things that I love about Patreon is my record's there. All my picks history is there. You can just scroll through and look at what I've done in previous days. So I love it. There's no hiding from the picks that you give out, and any villager that's here today can vouch for that. But let's go ahead and move on to today's free play. So one of the reasons why I didn't put out this video last night like I normally do is because the money lines don't get posted until, at least for me, the same day, which is today. So I wanted to give out a money line parlay today because, like I said, all the other bets that I've given out have been straight bets, and my favorite thing to do with college football and college basketball, really all sports, is money line parlay. So I wanted to give out a money line parlay. Hopefully we can go 5-0 with our free plays for college basketball. So let's go ahead and get to it here. Let me go ahead and throw it up on the screen here. So we're going to go with a 5-team moneyline parlay that pays more than even money. And for starters, we're going to go with Buffalo on the money line. They suffered an early injury, but it looks like he is back. So it looks like they're at full strength. St. Bonaventure historically has been a pretty good team. They're off to a slow start this year. Buffalo is just on fire. It's going to be very hard for them to go undefeated, even though their schedule is kind of light. College basketball and college football, it's just very tough to win every single game. So this one could be a tough one. It is actually very tough to go to St. Bonaventure and win that arena From what I've heard, it gets very, very loud. It's definitely a lot harder when Bonaventure is a good team. I don't think they're that good this year. Definitely not at the level as Buffalo. So Buffalo kind of struggled a little bit their last game against a D2 opponent. Obviously, it was just kind of a warm-up game. That was their first game coming back from Ireland, I believe they were. So I think they build upon that and have a little bit of a better effort here, because I think that game was tied at halftime, which is just ridiculous with the opponent that they were playing. So maybe that gives them some more focus this game. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any means, but I do like Buffalo to find a way to win this game. They're just so good. Next we have Syracuse. I skipped over. Syracuse is very, very tough and very, very good this year. I believe they started out ranked and lost that ranking, but they're worthy of a ranked team because they are solid, especially at home. Early on in the season and against teams that don't normally face them, they're going to struggle against the zone. They play the zone better than anybody in the country. They have a lot of returning players back from last year, and I've been on Syracuse a few times this year on straight bets, and they have come through for me. Georgetown is a pretty good team, as you can see from the record. Really, really good so far this year, 7-1. But if you look at who they played, very, very light. This is a step up in competition for them, and they're on the road. I like Syracuse here to take this one. They're the better team, and they're at home, and they're playing well. East Tennessee State, another team that I lean on most years, and this is no different. They're playing UT Martin. UT Martin is not good at all. They're 3-3 so far on the year. Eastern Tennessee State is 7-3. This is just another case. They're the much better team. They're at home. Not a whole lot else to look out in this one. East Tennessee State is going to win this game. Similarly here with North Texas against Arlington. Again, these in-state games, this is two Texas teams playing each other, just like before with Tennessee Martin and East Tennessee State. Usually you can get a battle with these games, and usually the better team is going to win. In this case, North Texas. Don't sleep on this team. They might make the tournament this year. They're going to be very, very good. Arlington in the past couple years, they actually have been very, very good. They lost a lot coming into this year. North Texas should win this game at home. Last but not least, I'm typically careful with the road games that I pick when it comes to moneyline parlays. Buffalo was a road game, and this is another one. Southern Illinois here is playing Southeast Missouri State. Southern Illinois is another team. Don't sleep on them this year. They brought back a lot of talent this year. They suffered a couple losses, but they have played some good competition. Southeast Missouri State is not good at all. Even though this game is a road game and Southeast Missouri State has a winning record, Southern Illinois, they're the much better team here. No injuries to speak of. I like them to go on the road and win this game. It might be tight, especially in the first half. Definitely could be a tight game. Southern Illinois actually could be down, but I like them to find a way to win this game on the road. And that's going to wrap up this moneyline parlay. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Like I said, this video is coming out very, very late, although I didn't pick any of the early games. I still want to get this one out and keep it short. So it's going to be a 5-team moneyline parlay. Again, we're going for 5-0 here on the channel. And overall with the college basketball, we're looking to get to 70%. Like I said, 64% right now is amazing. Even if we can hold that for the rest of the season, I will be very, very happy. But again, this 5-team moneyline parlay is one of the bets I'm going to be putting in. Plays plus 120. So absolutely love it. I'm going to have an additional moneyline parlay over on Patreon along with my straight bets that I'm giving out. There are 3 that I absolutely love. I think we're going to sweep the board again here in college basketball, which we have doing a lot lately. College basketball and the NBA, we have been having perfect days a lot. So hopefully another one is coming today. I do have a pick over on the only college football game that we have going on today. So it's going to be a college football, NBA, college basketball day. I don't think I'll mess with any hockey, but again, if you're interested in those extra plays, definitely check out my Patreon page. But I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'm going to put out my NFL video tonight, and that should wrap it up. So again, thank you guys so much. Enjoy your guys' Saturday. Good luck with whatever picks you guys decide to put in, and I will see you guys soon.